My name is Paul Thomas Anderson, and I wrote and directed Boogie Nights. Do you think that Louis Guzman was stoned when we were shooting this?
No, that didn't even occur to me. No. Why, was he?
I think he was.
You think?
And because I remember walking over to him to give him just some kind of direction, like, you know, it's this big complicated shot, crane, and the steady camera and thing, and looking at him and saying, "You're fucking stoned, aren't you?" And he said, no, I'm not. Well, and I guarantee, and then I think Mark was stoned because Mark had nothing to do except to stand up. But it's weird anytime you show an actor the movie for a first time, it's really weird. But I know now, a year later, that Louis was panicked that it was a major piece of shit. No, it didn't. This is what we're watching now is the reshoot, which we did at the end of the schedule, because we'd shot it once.
Yeah, but whoever scheduled it, the second day of shooting was fucking crazy.
Well, that was my idea, and figured it would be a good thing. Yeah, you know. Right. I figured that it would be a good thing, but this is Chico Hamilton Quintet, The Sage, which is actually a cue. It is on their record, but then they were in this movie Sweet Smell of Success as the band in the movie, and then they're not only the band in the movie that plays in this nightclub that figures really prominently, but then they use the songs that they play to sort of carry over as score. So it's kind of like scores, you know. Sometimes it's source stuff, sometimes it's score, and it's in Sweet Smell of Success.
Although you kept complaining about my cheek leak, is that what you called it?
Yeah.
I didn't know what the he was talking about. He's like, fix the cheek lick or some shit. I'm like, what the are you talking about?
Because your cheeks are leaking out of your shorts.
I know what it is now.
On the right and on the left there. You got that mark. No, you got like a Burt butt.
It was hilarious.
You have a great butt, I think. I'll tell you the moment where I thought maybe you were not going to do the movie. The first costume fitting. And, and the very first costume fitting, and we went through all the regular costumes, and then we got to the outfit that you wear in the big fight with Jack, which is basically Speedo's headband and a boots and boots.
I was ready to cry.
Did you get kind of a semi-boner when you were rubbing up against her in that scene?
Nah, no boner.
Did you ever get a half a boner in any of the sex scenes that we did?
None.
You fucking lie.
None.
Really?
No.
When Roller Girl comes back to your... when Heather Girl
I just think that...
Did you ever hear any rumors of Louis being stoned at all during some of the shooting? Did you hear those?
No, I never did.
Oh. Because he apparently was stoned a lot of the time.
In Boogie Nights?
Yeah, but I didn't know. I kind of didn't know it at the time. I was so busy working on other things.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm saying it's a favorite line, and I wrote it. But the way that you say it, just the way that you say "you're great" after you kiss him, you know.
Oh, yeah.
There's just something kind of nice, and then the way you bend down.
Yeah. Well, you know, did you see my shoes, though? I had to bend way down like that.
And this is your line. Do you know the line? Yeah. Okay, what's the line?
You don't speak to me. No.
You don't be mean and you don't talk to me.
No.
No.
Yeah.
You hated that fucking line.
Remember the no at the end? I always kept trying to tell you, fuck, can we change that?
Can you change that? Or you asked me to give you a line reading. You actually just said, just tell me how you want me to say it. At that point, it was like, just, you say it. You say how you say it. But there's a weird moment that happened between you and Riley at the end of this day. And I don't know what happened.
What do you mean you don't know what happened?
Well, let me tell you. I know that you guys got along. You're best friends. And suddenly, I look around and you're pushing each other, going, fuck you, what are you gonna do? And then you storm off and he storms off, and I say, when did you two guys turn into jackasses? What just happened here?
I threw the marshmallow and hit him in the head. That was the funniest thing I ever saw, and he just fucking got very upset.
The next day of shooting, we were shooting the scene where you are sitting there, and it's just a Scotty's point of view of you and Riley sitting in those lawn chairs. And you guys had to sit in the baking sun for about 2 hours while I tried to get that shot into the Iris Inn right. And you were still fighting at that point. It was like early the next day, and there you are, just silent, not saying a word to each other. And the wonderful thing is that by the end of shooting that scene, I think you guys had straightened it all out. Never put 14 young actors around a pool because people will be pushed in and then someone's going to take it too far. And I guess you did with the marshmallow, didn't you? Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Seriously, do you think Louis Guzman is stoned in this scene?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I fucking knew it. I knew it.
Oh yeah.
Look at Don Cheadle's outfit. I want to go back because actually I talked to Marky about the marshmallow throwing incident.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna. Yeah,
And
I wanted to talk about that.
I got his take on the marshmallow throwing incident, and
What is his take on it?
his take was, I don't know what happened, and things got a little out of line, and I threw a marshmallow and hit him in the head, and he got really upset, and tempers flared up, but everything was okay the next day, and that's kind of what he said.
Yeah. Okay. So this is what happened. People started throwing marshmallows around the set. Then people were I was getting hungry, and I get like a problem with low blood sugar. If I don't eat, I get like really aggro. I like went for his neck and pushed him. He's like, whoa, 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 whoa. He couldn't believe, he was stunned. He was stunned that someone would actually try to attack him, and B, that it was me. We thought we were really good friends, but I don't know. And then you talked me down, I ate something. Most importantly, I ate something.
Again, just waxing your car on my stomach and my if you can, because you know what, that was
But it's
the
a
thing.
great line.
It's
You
a great
can't
line.
mess it up.
No, that's not true. Is that you can mess that line up because there are a million actresses that would have played the gag and winked and said like, I know what I'm saying and I don't really want to say this in some way.
Yeah.
And you say it, and it's so beautiful and it's so sincere and it's just like it breaks your heart and it makes you fucking laugh at the same time. And this makes sense. It's like writing like dance number here, insert dance number here. It was like. This has to break out into song. This is one of my favorite moments where
Still want burp punch you in the stomach?
you gotta.
Oh no, that was when he gave you a headlock. Smashed your glasses.
Were you stoned when we were shooting this scene?
No.
Really?
No.
This was an idea that it was in my head, and then I think once I'd fallen in love with just having you around, I really took it to an extreme. You'll notice that Heather is in every single shot at New Year's Eve. So here you are, and it just hit your head, and I'm sorry, but you know why I love you? I'm just gonna wax your car for a second. Is that if you'd asked any other actor to do a gag like that, basically, you know what, would you mind hitting your head? They wouldn't have been able to pull it off. But somehow, I felt comfortable asking you to pull that gag off, and thank you for doing it so well.
Thank you for noticing that I did it 20 times.
I don't mean to press this, but there have been allegations from a lot of the other actors in the film that, I don't know how to put this delicately, that you were stoned.
That I was stoned. Yeah, well, those people, like, they have never been cool enough or righteous enough to, like, tell me that to my face.
Bombs at a record player in the 45. I put the needle on the record and I get the crazy lie.